today I brought you guys here to talk about a company warehouse that I work for called Timberline. And we make a lot of stuff like blankets, shower curtains, coffee mugs, anything you can think of possibly that you can wear or use, we make. Customize whatever you want. I'm going to tell you exactly how I do that. So first off, beginning of the day, to make sure everything runs at pinpoint and perfect, or at least close to it, we have to prep our machine, which means first off, wipe off our drum. The reason for this is because we want to make sure that the printouts and whatever we do throughout the day comes out as clean as possible and perfect. So there's no excuse for the customer to not run what they buy. And what we use is called acetone. It's kind of like an acid type clean product and whatnot that just cleans off the drums. The drums are already at 385 degrees to make these pictures come out good. So we have to make sure that that's clean. And after that, you have to wipe off the lid of our drum also, because the oil drops from the machine. It's a very large machine, about 30 feet long. It's a lot of stuff working at one time, so we gotta make sure all that's clean and everything. Because any of that type of stuff can mess up what you're running throughout the day. And you don't want a little thing like that to make a good product bad. So other than that, there's not much else we can do with that. But what I personally do, I personally made the shower curtains recently, just because I think that I work the fastest on the machines and I produce the best quality. Not saying the other guys aren't good, but for me, from my experience, I can tell that's what I'm getting at since they have me doing it. And I also work with bigger things like duvets, backdrops, burlap duvets, queen, king, all types of sort of things that are used for bedwear. And all these different things are totally different materials, so don't think they're all the same. And they get basically sewed onto additional materials that are already pre-made for certain things like the blankets or the duvets or the burlap ones, especially the backdrops. Those, they're not just finished after we get done with them. Some of this stuff goes on to other places sometimes and gets the final touches on it. But other than that, that's pretty much what I do at Timberline. Also, other things like
what's the vets? I hear you talking about the vets. What are those?
The vets are basically big sheets that basically you can also put any design on those, even though it's kind of weird why you want to design. Alright, so how I exactly make a blanket, well, first off, there's a printout that's on the ground. Well, not on the ground, but on the, I'm going to demonstrate it on the ground, but there's a printout that's on my table, no matter what it is. First off, I place the blanket, flat, straight on it, and then make sure that my speed for the material is correct, because on certain things we run them all at different speeds or it may not come out correct. So I put it on a certain speed and then I send it through in about, depending on what the speed is, in about less than about a minute it comes out, and
I noticed
this is what you have.
I noticed there's something on the back. Like, how'd you do that? How do you?
Well, this is a double-sided blanket. With the double-sided blankets, we do the same process. You just gotta do it twice, and then that's how.
How long does it take to be able to do the other side? You have to wait a certain amount of time to do the other side of the blanket?
Same thing. You just the way the drum hits, it hits one side at a time. So you have to do it twice. You do the same exact process. You just flip it over, and then you have to make sure that the tag is off too, also, because if the tag is not off, there'll be kind of like a block square that's white, which means it's no good and they can't sell that.
Well, do you have to wait like a certain amount of minutes, like 5 minutes to do the other side of the blanket?
No, you can do right
Just do
away,
it right away.
but as soon as it comes out, it's kind of hot, so you might want to let it cool off a little bit and then do it. Just for your own personal safety. But other than that, you can do it instantly right away, and then send it through again. And then it comes out as good as this one did. There's a few things messed up on it. That's why I'm using it today. This is actually a blanket that I did, but this little strip right here, the paper kind of rolled up, and that's what happened. So they can't sell this either anymore.
So basically, all that came from a big old ink printout, a big old a sheet of paper that had all that on there.
Yep, simple as that.
And you just put it in this big old oven. You put it in, set it in the oven, and it cooks it.
I sort of, slide it through, kind of like a conveyor belt, and then goes through the drum, the heat, the chemical reaction that goes on, which makes the printout come out. Goes through, and then it comes out as this. It's kind of fascinating, you don't hear about companies that make things like this.
So you guys do blankets, shower curtains,
duvets, t-shirts,
backdrops. What are backdrops?
Backdrops are like, they use them a lot in movies. They'll sometimes get a big backdrop.
Like a big old background?
Yeah, to display a scene because it's cheaper rather than actually going to that place and then filming it. They could just get a big backdrop, set it up, have set up the cast and whatnot, and then it just saves them money. Also backdrops, which is basically things you hang up to maybe promote something for a company, a school, any type of thing.
How big do you guys make those?
I think our biggest two sizes are 10 by 20s and 9 by 16s. And those literally, I already told you that the table runs off about, it's about, the table itself, we're about 30 feet, and the 10 by 10 runs off the table, and you have to literally...
It runs off, what do you mean?
Runs off, so say this is the table, right here, it's coming off the back like this. And as it's going in, all this, you got to maintain all that going in, because any type of slight, talk to somebody is that quick. And there you go. There goes your mess up. And then there is $150 down the drain right there. Just because you want to say something to a coworker real quick.
Distractions.
Yeah, but little distractions can cost the company money and can cost you your job, honestly. Other than that, is there any other questions?
How long do you guys do this? Is this a steady process all day long? Just for a few hours? Go home?
Basically, all day long. We like this to go end to end, which is quote unquote one after another. Basically, no gaps between about 5 to 8 inches.
So as you feed one in, as soon as it goes in, you got that next one ready to go in?
Yeah, ready and maintain the one that's going in to make sure. Just do that throughout the whole day. And, a couple weeks, that's nothing to me.